Hey there, teachers. Do you know that one student in class that just won't behave or pay attention? Well, there might be a reason for that. There are a lot of students who suffer from emotional and behavioral disorders. Now, an emotional and behavioral disorder is a disability that enables an individual to build relationships with teachers or peers. They struggle building relationships because their emotions are so strong. People tend to either be afraid of them, find them weird, or just not pay attention to them. Some teachers tend to not pay attention to them either. Now, there are many emotional disorders, but a very common one is ADHD. That's the one we're going to cover for this video. ADHD stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. Some characteristics with this disorder is hyperactivity, aggression, lack of focus or paying attention, and forgetfulness. Because of these characteristics, students with ADHD will have a harder time in class compared to other students. It's not that they're lazy or stupid. In fact, students with ADHD are actually just as smart as other classmates. They just have a harder time clicking with school. However, a common misconception is that all students with ADHD are hyperactive. That is actually not true. Some students may be spaced out in the middle of the class and find a lack of motivation. Now, one can ask, how are they supposed to help them? Well, I have a few tips. Tip number 1, do your research. It is important to understand how ADHD works and how your students behave. Once you have an understanding of it, it will become easier to help them. Tip number 2, use methods that interest them. Students with ADHD are usually very imaginative and creative, and when something piques their interest, they are more willing to learn about that subject. Tip number 3, use praise. Students with ADHD will have a hard time participating in class, so when they do participate, compliment them by saying, "Good job," or "That's very good." It makes them feel better about themselves and motivates them to do more. In conclusion, students with ADHD are just as smart as other students. Instead of getting frustrated with them, go ahead and spend a little more time with them in a way that can help them with their education.